What is up, beautiful, amazing, and gorgeous people? In this video, we're going to be looking at an introduction to nest.js. So first of all, nest.js is a JavaScript backend framework. And the reason why I like it is because, well, this is going to sound really cliche, but it's extensible, it's versatile, and it's progressive. In a few words, for me, the reason why I like nest.js is because it's highly opinionated. It wants you to do things in a very specific way, such that if you grab your knowledge in nest.js from one team and you put it in the next team, you know that everything is going to be mostly the same because nest.js is so opinionated. Not only that, but nest.js utilizes the next set of JavaScript cool things, so the new features, the new language features, and additionally, it also uses TypeScript. If you don't want to use TypeScript, nest.js also allows you to stay out of the TypeScript world. So with that said, let's get started, and we're gonna, in this tutorial, learn about how to install nest.js, and we're also going to learn about how to start a server with nest.js. So we go to the documentation for nest.js. We're going to click on the first steps page. Scrolling down a little bit, well, first of all, it says, hey, just make sure you have Node.js version 10.13 installed on your computer. And when you install Node.js, it's also going to install a tool called npm. I have a video series on what is npm and how to use npm, so if you are confused about this whole npm stuff, go check it out. In the meantime, we're going to use this command, npm i-g nest.js CLI, to install the nest.js CLI, as it says here. So I stands for install, G for global, so we're going to install this CLI package globally in our computer. So let's go to our terminal, and we're going to do exactly that, install the CLI. This is going to take a few seconds, so let's wait. Alrighty, our CLI is now installed. So the next step here, as we see in the documentation, is we can use the nest command line command with the new argument and give it the project name. So we're gonna tell nest to start a new project with whatever name we want it to start with. So we're gonna do nest new, and we're gonna call this project starting server. So once we issue that command, nest.js is gonna pull in all of the files that you need in order for nest.js to work right out of the bat. So first step is it's gonna ask you if you want to run nest.js with npm or yarn. In this scenario, I'm just gonna keep it simple and say npm. Then it's gonna take another few seconds while it sets up everything in your computer. And while we're waiting for this, I'm just gonna leave a quick note here. I started this repository called Victor Dozel Nest.js tutorial. You can go to this URL up here. I'll zoom into this when I'm editing the video. But yeah, once we get a few videos into this series, this repository will contain everything that we've done so far. So if you ever get stuck on anything in regards to this tutorial, just come check out the repository. All the code will be right here. So let's go back to the terminal. And now we can see that everything is good to go. And there's a couple of great commands here. It's really subtle, but it says, hey, if you want to start your server, just do these two things. Switch into the directory that you just created, which is called starting server, and then start your server with the npm run start command. So let's do just that. We're going to go to, so I'm actually already in that directory because I was playing around already with this video tutorial. But basically now we're in the directory, and all we have to do now is npm run start. So this start command is going to start your local server so that you can start testing the nest.js backend. And when you see these green commands over here, that's when you know you're ready to go. So let's go back to the documentation. And if I scroll down over here, it's going to say in the running the application part, again, it's just it's telling you, hey, run your server with the npm run start command. And then once that's done, you can go to http localhost 3000 to look at the result of your server. You should see the hello world message. So let's go to the server here and let's see if that's true. And there we go. It seems like our server is definitely working. So in summary, in this tutorial, we looked at what is nest.js, why I personally like it. We also looked at how to install nest.js, the CLI. We looked at how to start a new nest.js project and how to start a server with nest.js. And so that was a bunch of stuff packed in a few minutes. And that's it for this tutorial. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you in the next one.